Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year! It's not really New Year's yet, unless you're in Australia, like some of my viewers are. Uh, which, if any of my Australian viewers are watching, how is it on the other side of 2020? Is it nice? Because it's still cold here. It's very dark. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Everyone having a good year? I'm not gonna lie, this year was kind of meh for me, not the best. But yeah, you're probably wondering why you're staring at some bamboo right now, and that's because we are working on the Babirusa habitat at Roger Williams. And I thought I'd start out the stream by actually showing off the actual Babirusa habitat, because I'm gonna show you what we have to work with in Planet Zoo, and oh boy, is it gonna be a special one today. But yeah, how's everyone doing? We got Philly Sports in the chat, Andy as always, Totter, Seth, Elephant Puppet, Maria, who else? Lovro, we got, who else do we have? Trying to think. Jordy was here, yep. So yeah, Bentley, I see you. So yeah, hello everyone, and we're all chilling. So welcome to the stream. And yeah, so this is the Babirusa habitat, and it's pretty nice. It's decently sized, which that is the key. Is it's decently sized. So let's cut over to the zoo. This is what we have to work with. Yeah. So this one's gonna be very, very tough. We are already snug with the Binturong over here, but the Babirusa is like new levels of tiny. Cause like the Binturong, I was kind of like, okay, well, like it's small, but I can make it work. But the Babirusa is definitely that's gonna be a tough one. So, I mean, I have my references up, and then I'm just gonna have to be really creative here, because the issue is I'm definitely not gonna be able to get the back buildings here. So, like, if I zoom out over here. Does the Babirusa replace the Warthog? Yes. So technically I don't have it actually done right now, updated to show you guys for 1.4 yet. Depending on the end of the stream, I might be able to, show that off for you guys. But here's just the issue. If we look at like a top-down view, right? So the Babirusa habitat is approximately where these trees are, right here, right? So this is roughly where the Babirusa habitat is. Now, as you can see, the harbor seal habitat is over here. In my park, though, if we zoom out, the Babirusa is here, and the harbor seal is here. So, yeah. So that's been the main issue here. Is that monkey going to be in it? What monkey? Your Roger Williams looks awesome. Thank you, Wesley. It's been tough, and it's a labor of love. We have maybe, I'm guessing 5 or 6 episodes left. We have to do the barnyard still, Face of the Rainforest, and like the flamingos and stuff. I'm guessing that might be a 3-parter as well. And then we still have to do the Feinstein Wetlands Trail. And past that, though, that would complete the zoo. So I'm guessing 5 episodes. I can probably stretch it to 7 or whatever, because early on, for those who've been watching since the beginning, I did cut a lot out. As you can see, it's a little laggy right now, but I did cut out a lot, like this area over here. I didn't do this building or the big backyard because I didn't really think I was gonna get this far with the series. I thought the series I'd give up on it by the elephants. I had no idea I would literally like go and do all of the North American section, the whole Asia section, where this is the last episode of World of Adaptations. I did stuff I never thought I could do, like the harbor seal and stuff, which, you know, now is actually updated to have actual seals, so that's kind of cool. Actually, right now it might be a manatee, because I actually had I was working on a project for my buddies Drew and Estan, and, yeah, they needed a manatee for their, what are they calling it, like, Beyond Wolf Nature Reserve or whatever. I'm unofficially calling it the BW Zoo, because to me it just sounds like they're literally trying to go for like a Joe Exotic style park. So here's the manatee, though. So Roger Williams has manatees right now. But past that, you know, that's going to be, you know, okay. Let me see, what do we got? Can we see the mod? Want just the manatee in general? Because I can show you the manatee. The Babirusa mod I can't show off, like I said, because it's not updated yet. So, other than a picture of it. Oh boy, it is laggy though right now. Give me a sec. Like, I had my game paused or whatever, but now it is oh god. That lag though. Have you done the rainforest section? No, so I still have to do that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I still have to do that whole section. Oh boy. That lag. I have never had this much lag in Roger Williams. I don't even know what it would be. Oh boy, that lag. I might be able to change some setting. Yeah, that frame rate. Exactly. The manatee looks like it's a slideshow right now. Give me a sec. I've never had Roger Williams lag either until this aquatic update. The aquatic update, I think it's all the water in the park. Let me see. So, just for this stream, let's try to, like, reduce some of these settings. So, texture resolution, let's go down to maybe low. I don't like going down to low, but we might need to do that for this stream. Shadows, I'm just going to put those on low as well. Water reflections, I'm turning those off. Yeah, so let's see this. This should definitely help me. Because the biggest thing is water reflections, turning those off immediately makes your game run a hell of a lot better. So if I do that, I should be able to good. My zoo did that yesterday, and I relogged, and it was fine. Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of and the other thing you have to consider is, like, I'm streaming right now. So frame rate is still a little glitchy. It's definitely better than it was, but definitely glitchy. Give me a sec. This is still probably unplayable, though. There, I'll maybe be the manatee for you guys, just so that you can see it. There you go. There is Meggy B Manatee. It is glorious. It just looks like a fat manatee. And then you can see, like, for some reason, part of the seal is still there. I don't know why, but yes, he is a very chunky boy. But yeah, so everyone is going to hopefully enjoy this episode. I'm going to try to make it the best I can. This is why I was a little bit hesitant to do stuff like Roger Williams live, because it's definitely one of my biggest zoos, and actually it is my biggest zoo by far, and definitely the most detailed. And so because of that, yeah, this frame rate is just unbearable. So that's why I normally play on pause, and usually I play with the guests out of the park. So honestly, I might do that just to reduce some lag real quick. If I literally just, you know, we're going to zoom out, you can look at the whole park, and we're going to go on cheetah speed and try to get everyone out of the park. Because if I at least get all the people out of the park, then that could at least, you know, really help me reduce my lag. Because again, people, I tried to explain this to people. It's the stuff that is laggy in the game isn't what you really think. It's a lot of the stuff like particle effects and people, and the shaders. So again, stuff like if it's trying to render water and stuff, it's really bad. But yeah, so I mean, you can like compare it to the Google view of it. So this is, you know, the Google Maps view, and if we orient it, it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty accurate. It's definitely pretty accurate. So yeah, we still have to do this whole building, which is Phases of the Rainforest, and the old Tropical America building. And then, past that, the farmyard. Farmyard, I'm probably gonna, even though it looks like it's a big area, it's probably just gonna be a one-day build. I did forget about this building. This building is kind of a intricate building, and so this is the administration building. But as you can see, it's a very elaborate architecture style. So this is going to be a pain when I eventually get to doing that. But it's definitely a very nice looking building. Obviously it's off exhibit, but I bet you Nick has a homework folder. I haven't had a homework folder since I was like, I don't know, 15. But yeah, I am a grown man now, so let's see. I have my own computer and stuff. Take that as you will. So, yeah, this building's definitely going to be a pain when I eventually get around to it, because we have, you know, all these kind of curved shapes to the building and different materials and stuff. But it's a very pretty building. And this is just the farmyard, though. The farmyard, what do they call it? Oh, did they blur the name of it? I think it's because it's technically the Alex and Ani farmyard, but they had to blur the Alex and Ani because they can't have the name or whatever. But yeah, the actual barnyard's pretty easy. So, yeah, it's... Seth, if you want to join my Discord, you can just find it on pretty much all the descriptions in my videos and stuff. Or someone in the chat could probably post the Discord link. But yeah, you can find my Discord and stuff there. Yeah, thank you, Philly. So yeah, so this is what we're working on. This is a bit outdated, so again, like on Street View, it still has the old kangaroo walkabout in the old Tropical America building. You can see the once was, you know, the old flamingo enclosure. I definitely liked it a lot better than the new one, but, you know, I understand why they did it. But I help people, Nick, so give me your channel. Give me... what? No, actually, I've already said that if I were to die, I'm giving my channel over to Dill. And he is going to become I Am Dill Lion Rider. And he will be helping recreate the remainder of the New England zoos. So yeah, he is my successor in the off chance I am to perish tragically. But hopefully that doesn't happen. So hopefully everyone's out of the zoo. Lag is significantly better now, so I'm thinking that, you know, definitely helped. Oh yeah, look at that. See, just by getting rid of people, this is how much better the game runs. That's all you literally had to do. So now if you wanted to see the manatee in all of its glory without anything. So yeah, number one thing, you want to reduce lag, just get all of the people out of the zoo. Just close your zoo, and it'll immediately run 100 times better. But yeah, so let's probably get started with the Babirusa. So I'm going to have to be really clever with this, like I said, because this is going to be difficult, because it's got a lot of detail and not a lot of space. So this is going to be rather difficult for me. Okay, here we go. So, what do I want to do here? I almost want to, like, trace out the fake barriers that I'm gonna put in place. So, okay, so if I go over here, so this is gonna have to be the back boundary where I'm placing stuff now. So, like this. That is my back boundary. Then, over here, I need kind of like a small Okay, so if we do this, like that, and then it goes in, and then it goes out like this. And then there's a little elevated path over here. So we'll do something like that. Oh god, this is gonna be so difficult to fit. So then that goes straight like that. And then the whole thing's on a hill, so that's gonna be a pain. Oh boy. What did I do to deserve this? Ugh, this chaos. Hey Nick, it's New Year's in 15 minutes where I live. Oh, well then you can also tell me if it's any better in the year 2021. Or if the clock just resets. Nick, how long do you have to be in Discord to get zoo guests? It kind of depends. There's no real time. The big thing is you need to be active. Because, believe it or not, this is a little secret. The roles on my Discord are done manually. They're not actually like a bot or anything controlling it. So the key is I need to recognize you as someone who is active on the Discord, and then I will change your role manually. So that's kind of a little secret, you know. So I think this is what we're gonna do. So I think this is approximately what we're gonna do here. Maybe move this in just a hair, just to give them a little bit more breathing space. But I think that's approximately the habitat shape. Do you have any ideas for modern zoo entrances? I do, actually. I have a lot of ideas for modern zoo entrances. It's just hard. I don't know if I can describe them. I might probably use some of them and stuff in future projects I'd work on. But, like, as an example, the Congo Zoo I did, I had this kind of, like, pitched, like, almost Sydney Opera House style wooden entrance idea. And it, like, had Congo and there was, like, fire and torches on the top. It was really cool looking. Is the Red River Hog going to be glitched? What do you mean by that? Also, thank you, Vicky, for becoming a member. I want to shout you out, because I have to shout out all of my members. So, thank you, Vicky, and thank you, Andy. And then I had a new one this morning, actually. Let me see. Just give me a sec. I need to check my very last member, because they just became a member, like, last night, give or take. YouTube Studio. Again, bear with me, I apologize. I am jamming out to this music, though. This is from the African set. It's pretty great. You can't see me, but I'm dancing. I need to figure out when I want to do a face reveal. I mean, I sort of have in the form of, like, if Andy uses the emoji or whatever. Oh, Mark. So, Mark Agrella, thank you for becoming a member. I wanted to shout you out as well. So, Mark, Vicky, and Andy, thank you. I appreciate it. So, besides Roger Williams and Mass, what other zoos have you visited? I've been to the Bioparco in Rome. I've been to the National Zoo in D.C., the Bronx Zoo in New York, Animal Kingdom, and then, yeah, I think that's it. And then Mystic and New England Aquarium are the only aquariums I've been to, and then Southwick's and Roger Williams. So 8 zoos and aquariums total. All right. What do we got? Because of the Babirusa. No. I believe I used one warthog for the Babirusa. I used the male Babirusa, or sorry, the male warthog for the Babirusa, the female for the Red River Hog. So no, they should both be able to be used. You've done a face reveal in your Instagram. Yeah, I'll be honest, like, that was kind of a thing. I wasn't crazy about that, because people were asking me about my Instagram and my Twitter and stuff, and I just kind of gave it to them. But, like, they were sort of like my private Instagram and stuff. But I was like, I guess you can have it. So I didn't really yeah, I didn't really want people to, like, know my last name and stuff, and, you know. Because now my viewers have a lot of information on me, and that was, like, kind of a thing that I was getting a bit, like, uneasy about, because, like, I had people, like, DMing me on my Facebook page and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, don't do that. I don't like that. You know? Like, that's kind of like, you know, overstepping some boundaries that I didn't really want to cross, especially with, like, you know, as little subscribers as I have and stuff. Relative. Like, I would, like, if you get to be, like, a Jacksepticeye and stuff, like, that's kind of like, okay, well, you're pretty big now, that's gonna definitely happen. But, like, the fact that I'm not even at 1,500 subs yet, and I was, like, already getting people on my Facebook, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. When will you be uploading your aquatic pack? Still don't know, because I keep building on it. I keep making it bigger and bigger. And the big reason, in truth, is I just am still working on the aquatic pack park as well as the trailer and stuff. So I was, you know, working on that. But past that, I guess we can actually start working on the Babirusa. So if you don't mind, I'm going to pull up on... Ooh, how's the best way to do this? Andy, how to find Nick. Go to every house in Rhode Island. Well, see, that's the issue and why I was a little uncomfortable. If I lived in Texas or something, every house in Texas would be kind of difficult. Every house in Rhode Island, though, is, like, not hard at all. So, that's where I was, like, a bit, I don't know if I, you know, am totally comfortable with this. But, yeah, so let's actually start working on the park. I'm gonna start recording. Because, again, I'm going to upload all of these episodes separately. And then we can start. Okay. So, first things first. I want to kind of get the rest of the path done. So, let's see. Oh, this is fitting. We've started the Indian music now. Nick, how does it feel knowing people knowing your name and stuff? Not great, not gonna lie. It's not that, like, I think that people have, like, ill intent and stuff, but, like, I also know that, like, that's just kind of a weird thing, is, like, you know, being known online and stuff, and then people kind of being like, oh yeah, I know him, so we're friends now. I can message him on his Facebook and he's cool with that, because it's like, not really, you know, like I love you guys and stuff, but, like, even that gives me a little bit of heebie-jeebies. Like, I still like some stuff private. Now, again, I'm not upset if anyone, like, found my Instagram or Twitter or whatever, because I make my name pretty public and stuff, and obviously, I was a professional 3D modeler and stuff, and so, like, a lot of the stuff you'll see on those pages and stuff is just my professional work and whatever. But yeah, that was just, like, a thing that, like, you know, I thought I'd throw out there. Yeah, see, like, what Philly just said scares me. If I go to Rhode Island, I'll come to your house. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. What the heck is a Babirusa? It's a pig. It's a pig that is suicidal. Is the best way. Well, it's not suicidal, it just kills itself accidentally, because it's kind of stupid. It just gets too old, and then it kills itself. But yeah, basically it's kind of like an Asian warthog, is, like, kind of the best way in normie terms to explain it to people. So, let's see. So, I guess the pathway sort of goes like this. It kind of outstretches a little bit. Sort of like this, and then, actually, hold on. I might be able to actually get this exact angle. I'm playing Parkitect right now, but I'll be lurking. Oh yeah, that's cool. You know, I'm just chilling. We're just working on a pig. Suicidal pig. that's See, that's the thing is, I don't know. Are there any other like facts that people know about Babirusa's other than the obvious? Because it was the same thing. I've been trying to record for the last few days, and you could, because my viewers have probably been wondering, like, didn't you already record the Binturong episode? So where is it? Why haven't you uploaded it yet? I've been having issues with it, like, for days now. I've been trying to record the episode, literally, since the stream, which happened, literally, about a week ago now. And so I've had the footage and stuff. I've just tried to record it, and every time there's just some kind of issue. Even like last night, I thought I had everything all set. San and I were going to record together, and then boom, it doesn't work. And we're like, what the hell? So that's like a cursed episode, because that's been the like 4th or 5th time we've now tried to record this episode. And it just doesn't want to. Doesn't want to work, I should say. So, yeah. Sometimes the pig's horn grow inward. Yeah, exactly. Like that's the only fun fact that people know about Babirusa's. And so like we were kind of talking about the same thing with Binturongs, and we're like, the only thing that people know is they smell like popcorn, but that's it. Past that, they're very, very similar to a red panda. Other than like they're, you know, technically not anywhere related to the red panda, they just sort of are like a red panda in some ways. So I believe we have a decent layout of the path here. Obviously the guests won't be able to actually reach this area that I'm building, but I don't think that's a huge deal. And then I'll have to see what I want to do about the path going that way. Because I think in this episode we're probably going to include both. Oh, so this should be interesting. So the fence is chain link. Fun. So this is going to be very fun. Well, shit. This is why we need chain link items, frankly, because like, the fence here is chain link, but like obviously I can't do that because I think I did it over here too, right? Yep. So it's literally the exact same fencing, but that means that I need to now kind of extend out the build area a little bit and then shrink it back down because I don't want it too in the way. Planet Zoo just gotta make everything difficult for me. Love you guys. You guys are the best. I love this game. Alright. Beautiful. Okay, so if I do this, this isn't terrible now. And then I can connect it that way. And then I can do this right here. I view content all the time and I get great ideas. Oh yeah, Babirusa's fight bipedally instead of using their tusks. That's true. That's a fun fact. Still tusk related, but you know, it's at least different. So I'll give you that. That is a unique fun fact. It might have an issue. Yep, it needs to be extended just a little bit over here. There we go. Fence placing, everyone's favorite activity in Planet Zoo, I'm sure. And then I guess I might even start the farmyard wall at least, this back wall, just, you know, so that we have some space and whatever. But there we go. Okay, I think that's acceptable. So now I need to make it all super low to the ground. Okay, another thing that I'm gonna have fun with is I have no idea how the hell I'm supposed to do the habitat gates. That is gonna actually suck. But let me grab the bamboo from one of these fences. And we'll head over here and start placing them. You have to just kind of slide them into place. And then, yeah, it's not too bad. Like this fence is, I would take this one over. I had it. This is a thing that I've been putting off for a while now, but there's some fencing that's like actually some intricate wood fencing that I still have to do over near the gibbons. And that's why, like, on my polls or whatever, I was asking people, like, if they'd be cool with me doing one episode of Roger Williams or whatever where I just do, like, cleanup work for the park, because I have a lot of little things that I kind of ignored for a bit, but now they're kind of like, you know, oh, well, you should probably get on that. So I think it's about time that I start addressing those things. So if I do that, that's good. Okay. So beautiful. So we're getting somewhere. Hello, Mark. Welcome. I gave you a shout out earlier, but, you know, I will further shout you out. You are member number 3. So, you know, for those who are wondering, you can become a member on my channel and get some cool perks. Like, for instance, anyone who, because I actually had someone, I'm not sure if it was you or Lindsay, but one of you has become a Pride member. So that means you get early access to my mods and stuff. And so as a reward, you guys are the first to check out my new American Alligator mod. So that is on my YouTube channel if you guys want to download that, whoever's a member or higher. And yeah, so that's a nice little perk you get. How do you be a member? So you hit the little join button next to my subscription, and it costs anywhere from, you can get the low tier, which is $2, and that'll get you access to the emojis and early access to my videos, and you get to vote on what mods I make next. Main Wolf is still leading, but now we have 1 vote for the Black Buck as one of the next mods I make. So if you would like to contribute to that little poll, you can consider becoming a member. Similarly, there is the $5 tier, which is the one that allows you access to my mods early. So, like I said, the American Alligator mod, if someone wanted to download that one, that is available now. Also, updates on my mods. Someone has commissioned me to update a few other mods that I, you know, have done in the past. So the Black Ruffed Lemur and the Nyx Eagle mod will be available sometime soon. I'm not sure when exactly, whenever I kind of upload them to Nexus. But they will be updated mods, so you will be able to, once again, use the Black Ruffed Lemur, American Alligator, and the Eagles very, very soon. Which is good, because that actually means that my Eagles and Roger Williams are no longer panda statues. Because I know that's like a thing that happens often, is people always are like, Nick, why do you have pandas in the eagle habitat? Oh, well, you know, I technically used the panda statue for them. Yep, thank you, Andy. Thank you for shouting me out, giving them that link. It's officially 2021 now. Well, Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you. How do you create mods? Do you film this? I mean, I will sometimes create mods on camera. Like, as an example, on Christmas Eve, we did the White Rhino live. I updated that one live. And then I'll have to see if people are interested in it. I stopped including them in my videos because it seemed like it was just kind of like dragging on the videos. But if people want, I can bring back mods and stuff. And so, you know, we'll have to see about that one. But, you know, I wouldn't mind it. Like, literally entire streams dedicated to me just sculpting or working on mods, whatever. The issue I just see is I think people think it's a lot more interesting than it is, but like the majority of the time, as an example, right? The Manatee mod was about 10% modeling, because it's not really that difficult to, well, even for instance, for the manatee, I grabbed a model of a manatee online and just doctored it up so that it looked nicer and added a normal map and stuff. And then the majority of the manatee mod was me literally just weighting the vertices. So I don't think that's nearly as interesting as people think. Weighting vertices is like the most tedious thing when it comes to the 3D modeling process. Oh, bye. I'll see ya. Add some mythical creatures or dinosaurs. I've done both. So Atlas Park, if you haven't checked that out on my channel, that is available. I have done mythical creatures. And again, I've been wondering what I was going to do. I was going to technically be doing Atlas Park today, if people wanted, but yeah, everyone was saying no, just do Roger Williams. So that's what I was going to do today. And if people are still interested, I will continue Atlas Park. I have the Fenrir mod, you know, ready to go whenever people want. But yeah, I'll just have to, you know, gauge viewer interest in that series and stuff, and we'll have to see. I'm just waiting for the day that someone mods Godzilla into the game. Actually, I might have to do that soon because my buddy Croco is working on a Monsterverse build, and so I've been doing a bunch of stuff for him, like different kaiju and stuff. So that's why, like, I obviously made the King Kong mod, and then I also made like a giant praying mantis for him, and like some other like cool kaiju style monsters. But obviously the main attraction is going to be Godzilla, so I will probably be working on a Godzilla mod at some point. I have no idea what the hell I'm going to use. It probably is just going to be a really big thing that just walks and it doesn't do anything else. Like the head and stuff won't move. It'll just move its legs. Because that's the plus of bipedal stuff, if they don't move much, is you're able to just kind of weight the legs. And then just take it from there and just be like, yep, that's all it does. Because animals that don't move much, like the manatee and stuff, are a lot easier to fake than something that moves very organically. So, like, as an example, the gibbon mods, like, it was really hard to make those look good just because they used the bonobo, and that's just not how gibbons move. However, something like a manatee, where all it does is literally just kind of very, very slowly kind of move through the water, it was a lot easier to fake. Same for the seal. Like, the seals were kind of the same thing. Use the Mecharoo to create Godzilla. I mean, I could do like a fake animatronic style Godzilla or something, where it just moves its head occasionally and stuff like that. That's not a terrible idea. So give me a sec. Let me just finish up these fences, and then we can actually start on the area down here that needs decorating a bit. Okay, where do we go? And there we are. Beautiful. Now we have the railing done, so now we can start on this little area over here. So, just for shits and giggles, I am going to just use this fence, or this wall. Because even though I have to make it bamboo, I can probably get away with just doing that for now. Because I'm kind of fine just keeping the wood here, and then just covering it in bamboo, because I don't think that would make a big difference of anything. What else do we got? Love your... I'm not New Year's... Yeah, see, that's the thing, is all the Europeans are probably going to hit New Year's very, very soon, if they haven't already. And then the Americans are like, what are you talking about? It's not New Year's for, like, another, like, 6 hours. Actually, even later. What am I saying? Wait, where do you live that it's New Year's already? That's a good question. Where is that, like, Asia? Because I'm thinking, like, even Europe would only be, like, 6, 7 hours ahead. So... yeah, that would only be like 8 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock. So I don't know what you, that has to be somewhere like in... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's 8:40. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I was like, even in Europe, it's not even that late. In retrospect, that's why, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I guess I can use this bamboo. I normally don't. It's kind of ugly, but, I mean, I might, just because, why not? You know, just might as well. But I do want to change the color on it to something a little more realistic. Like that. That color will do nicely. Also, if I'm not as fast as I normally am, it's because I'm using a different mouse than I'm used to. My middle mouse key died last night when I was working on an airboat for Drew and Estan, so obviously there's no way in hell I could start building without it. So I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna use whatever. Oh wait, I can align the surface, can I? Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. And now I can dye it to be the correct color. And now I can line it up to make it all nice looking with its blurry ass texture, but that's just because I have to be on blur mode because my computer will freeze otherwise. So I'm sorry if my game looks disgusting right now, or at least for this stream. I promise it normally won't. I used to live in South Africa. Oh, that's actually really cool. I always wanted to go to South Africa. Go on a safari or something. So let's do one of these. And then we'll do one of these. And slide it over. And yep, this is where I hate gizmos. I hate this game sometimes, how like it'll mess up the gizmo and stuff, and then completely throw off your building. Just for let me know if you guys want me to do the actual next logical thing, which would be like the railing on this staircase next, or if you guys want me to actually start building the habitat itself. Because I feel like, obviously, the habitat might be more entertaining for you guys, but, you know, if you don't mind, just, you know, bearing with me, I will do it. Watching your stream makes time fly faster. Well, that's nice, you know, it's nice to hear. What else do we gotta do? If we do this, we can sort of line it up with the window perfectly. Yes, there we go. And I'm not crazy about doing this, but might need to just do that. I hate making, like, you know, the game glitch the hell out, but sometimes you just gotta do it. And then I will lower this wall to kind of match up a little bit better. Perfect. Okay, that area is good now. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Lion is the king. I think we need more clones in the DLCs. I don't want more clones, but I definitely think that, you know, if they're gonna, you know, keep up the 4 animal DLCs, if clones are the way to go, which I would personally say, because yeah, I'm definitely in agreement to that. As long as we get more normal animals in the, or like unique animals in the DLCs, I'd be all for clones. But that's my only like little asterisk next to it, is just, yeah, we could do more clones. You know, clones are fine, but you need to make sure that, you know, you're keeping the quality bar high and not just letting it be like, oh yeah, the Asia DLC is another bear, another tapir, another cat, and another antelope. Because then it's like, oh, okay. Like something like the Babirusa, as long as they include something along those lines. It doesn't have to be a Babirusa exactly, but like something or like that, or a gibbon, or just anything. As long as it's something higher than, you know, our current quality of, you know, just, or not current quality, but just anything that's actual, you know, you put some work into it, good job, Frontier, and not just more, like, mediocre clones. Because, yeah, I think that's the thing, is as a modder, you know, I'm not saying my mods are the highest quality. My Babirusa, like, just from the thumbnail, people are like, that's good looking. No, it's not. It's very, very disgusting, objectively. But thank you for, you know, complimenting it and stuff. But no, I know it's ugly. I hate my pig mods, and it's because warthogs are just a really terrible rig to work with, because it's not a standard pig. So it just looks really gross. Nick, play Among Us. I don't know if I would play Among Us on stream. I don't think my audience would like that. I had to, on my Discord last night, I played putt-putt because I know that I put my poll up, and I was wondering like who wanted me to play putt-putt and stuff, and the majority of people said no, just play Planet Zoo. And so for the people who wanted to, I played it on my Discord last night, because some people wanted me to play putt-putt. And so we just sat down and played the whole thing in like 2 hours. And I saved the zoo. I mean, you play Among Us. I have. I think it's kind of meh as a game. Like, it's fine. It's just, like, I've played better games of that genre. Like, in my opinion, I still think the OGs are still stuff like Trouble in Terrorist Town and, you know, even like the Minecraft version, like Trouble in Mineville and stuff. I would still always rather play that over Among Us. The only thing is just Among Us was an introduction for people who maybe haven't played that genre before. But if you have played something like Trouble in Terrorist Town in Gary's mod, then it was like, oh, okay, it's that. Or Town of Salem, or Werewolf, or any number of, you know, things that are literally the same premise. But I think it was just a thing where, like, you know, it just reached a more general audience because a lot of streamers started playing it. What do we got? The zoo shouldn't have been saved. Wait, what? What zoo? Roger Williams? Because, what? Don't save Roger Williams, Nick. Just let it burn. Okay, so I need to mess with the elevation a little bit. So let's see. Oh, sweet. I can literally just kind of work with this a little bit. So it's still going to be a little bit lower than the actual, you know, pathway and stuff, but it is a more seamless transition, kind of like this. And that actually kind of works out. That means I actually did a decent depth pass, when I did this originally. So yeah, cool. Alright. Top 5 I want in Planet Zoo. The usuals that I always mention. So, black rhino, California sea lion, African penguin, what else? What would be a cool animal? Gibbon? Gibbon would be up there. I want like a different kind of primate than what we have currently. I don't know. That's 4. I'd have to think about it. But those are definitely my top 4. 5th would be... Huh. Weirdly enough, it would just be something simple like the dromedary camel. Holy shit! Thank you, Miss Queen. Damn! Thank you very much. Coming in with the big bucks, $20. Damn, Happy New Year. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Honestly, is like, I can't even tell if that is literally just a super, then damn, thank you, because with that amount you literally could have been, just become a member and then I would have made you a mod. Like, but thank you. I mean, I appreciate the donation. Holy shit. You are the OG. Damn. I'm speechless right now. That means a lot. Top 5, kudu, black rhino, gibbons, African penguin, California. Okay, yeah, like, I wouldn't choose the kudu personally, but like, you know, some kind of other African animal I always like, you know. Baboons would be cool. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, again, I'd have to really think about it, because I'm not totally sure. Nothing is immediately like, oh yeah, that, obviously, coming to mind. Alright. Let's see. Baboons are terrifying. I'd agree. I would definitely agree with that statement. Because, yeah, baboons are pretty horrifying. I'm definitely gonna agree with you there. I'm just noticing like how low the texture quality of these things are that I'm placing, just because of the reduced quality I set it to. Oh boy, okay, this is gonna be fun. So I'm trying to squeeze in all of the stuff, obviously. But obviously we're kind of at we're gonna take some creative liberties here, because again I'm trying my best to make it fit the habitat the best I can, but it's obviously very difficult to fit everything. Something like that, I guess. Because there are a lot of trees and stuff. Miss Queen sticks again with the $20 donation. Top 5 black rhino moose. Oh, yeah, moose. I definitely would want moose. I think that would be my 5th. So for me, it would be white rhino, moose, gibbon, California sea lion, and African penguin. Those would be my top 5 personally. Just because, I mean, and like the penguin and stuff just comes from a place of like, you know, I as much as I like, you know, king penguins and whatever, they're just not in captivity. They're like, you know, you can kind of pretend like they are because, well, technically they're found at SeaWorld, but like, no. And like, you know, like, oh, like some zoos have them and whatever. They do, but they're just definitely not nearly as common as, you know, one might assume. Okay, so if I do this... Okay, actually, this is starting to come together. This is starting to actually vaguely resemble it. Now, this is going to be difficult. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to cram in a trade center and a keeper hut, and that's, like, and just make this building. Like, this building is going to be exclusively a keeper hut for them and a, trade center. And it's not going to, and there's going to be a keeper constantly in this habitat. Just because, again, I can't realistically fit everything in. So they're going to be dropped off over here, and then we're going to make this building. Trade center. And then I need a keeper hut. And this keeper will never get a break. Their only jobs, the vet and stuff that I place are literally just gonna be here for all eternity. Alright. Yep. And then I just need you to connect somehow. I don't really care how you do it, but just somehow I need them to connect. Hi, sorry I'm late. Oh yeah, you're good. You're not really late per se. It's just, you know, we're just enjoying our stream. We're having a fun time here on this New Year's Eve. Working on Roger Williams as usual. Okay, so there we go. So they'll be dropped off there, and this, okay, it's not nearly as bad as I thought it'd be, I'll be honest. This actually sort of works. It's a decent size for what it should be. So yeah, let me try this. So we're going to quickly try to make the building that actually surrounds this area, or back here. So I need some brick, stone brick wall. Can I dye this? I can't dye this. Why can't you dye it? Really? That's kind of a shame. There is a flexi-color brick, though, right? I'm not crazy about that. Yeah, painted brick. It wasn't showing up for some reason. Because I need it to be brown. Or like a light... What would you call this color? Tan? I don't know. Whatever it is, this color. And like I said, this is the building. It's snug, but it'll work. and they get no windows. This building has no windows. So I'm sorry, keepers, if you were expecting to be able to see anything, you can't. Let me move this, flip that around so that it actually lines up nicely. And we can change the color. Beautiful. I have lost since I don't have the game. Honestly, a lot of people don't have the game. I find that, like, kind of funny, and, like, it's why I need to do, like, I don't know at what milestone, but, like, I will eventually do some sort of, like, full-on, like, you know, here's a giveaway for the game. Because I feel like there's just an awful lot of people that just don't own the game. Whether it's, you know, their fault or not, because I know a lot of people, it comes down to the fact of, like, oh, I can't afford the game because I can afford the game, I want the game, my computer can't run it. Because I know that's a really common issue. And that's definitely an issue. What battles do you have in mind? Are you guys actually going to fight over, like, who is the superior Andy? Because what would be a suitable battle to determine that? I'll have to think. But yeah, that's your issue, is your computer can't run it. Because yeah, that is a common issue. And I feel bad because, like, yeah, I know an awful lot of people like that where they're like, yeah, I'd love to play the game, I just physically can't run it. I do love the new Aquatic pack set. It's easily my favorite. People can talk about how great, you know, oh, well, the, what's it called? Oh, I absolutely love the stupid, you know, Arctic wood and stuff. No. No. Aquatic pack knows what's up. Dyeable wood, dyeable, slate. That's all you needed. And then you make Nick a happy camper that way. Do you have any suggestions? And you say when we have to go. I mean, if you guys can wait until after stream to fight, I'd appreciate it. I want to participate right now. Not participate. I want to beat you guys up. I want to watch. I want to watch this fight go down. It'd be entertaining. I guess I don't really have to decorate too much there. All right. I love how I'm just realizing the Babirusa habitat itself isn't all that crazy. It's kind of, you know, whatever. So let me just kind of mix up some of the... This is the thing I like to do. I don't know if other people like to do it too much. But I always like to mix the terrain textures a lot. Like, even if it's very, very, very subtle. Where it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just kind of dabbing around a little bit of the other grass types and stuff. Just to kind of mix it up a little bit. That is true. You know, if the other Andy became a member, we'd have an issue. But you are currently the OG Andy because you have been here since the beginning and have donated to me via member. So let's see. We'll add a couple of little rocks here. I've been using the faux rock so much now that it's kind of nice, like just using actual rocks again, just for a little bit. I've simped for Nick. Keep doing it. Keep simping. If you become a member again next month, Andy, you'll be upgraded from the green lion to the bronze lion. And then I think it's 3 months you get the silver lion, and then 6 months is the gold lion, and then if you're a year, it's a diamond. You get the triple diamond lion rider, you know, award. So let's see. So these are my own reference photos, so that I've taken at the zoo. So over here, I need to do a little bit of chain link work, though I think I might make it out of glass, just because I want them to be curved. So yeah, if I do this, it'll make it curved chain link. Make the whole thing chain link. Beautiful. And then just lower it. Beautiful. Now it's a nice little display. Leaf, welcome. Thank you. You are now a member. You are the 4th member here. So, Leaf, thank you very much for becoming a member. You can check out all of your new emojis, including my glorious face, if you so choose. Also, you get all the voting privileges, so you get to vote on whether I work on currently either the maned wolf or the black buck. You could be the deciding factor in that to solidify it one way or the other. Let me switch it over from the classical music quick. And what else do you get? You get early access to my videos. You get shout-outs in the streams. So here you go. Shout-out. Here's a shout-out. Leaf Productions. Check out his channel. There you go. Go check it out. I might do that too. I might like plug people's stuff if they want. And yeah, that could be a thing. Glorious. Oh, look at all those lions. Look at all them lions. Them lions, them hambos, those Nick Targets. If you ever hear me say Nick Target, it's referring to my face, because even though it's my high school profile or high school senior photo, unofficially everyone always calls it the Nick Target emoji because they got it from my LinkedIn profile, where it said at the time it said like I worked at Target, because I did back in the day. So like yeah, they always call it the Nick Target emoji. Nick Simp Army is growing. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate it. It's very kind of you guys. You know, I enjoy making content for you. So if you help support me, you know, that helps me out tremendously. So thank you. So if I do that, I think what I might do is I might take, again, this could just technically be, you know, the time of year that I took the photos, and it definitely is. I'll say that. I know for a fact, 100%, the reason the leaves are colored this way is because of the time of year that I took my reference photos. But I kind of want to add in something to like kind of like mimic the dead leaves on the ground and stuff. The caribou moss might kind of work decent enough. I want something brighter though. I need something like dark brown or something. And that's why this could work actually. Maybe one of these bushes. Turkey bush. What are these? Cowberry bush. Cowberry bush isn't terrible. That's too pink. It's too green. Elm tree. Now that could work. Because an elm tree is like kind of yellowish and it's not super in your face. Like the orange. Like that was the thing, is I was going to do orange originally, like, and make it like maple leaves on the ground. But I think it's just too in your face. I chose black buck. Eben, hello there. I'm gonna try. Everyone, if you aren't subscribed to Eben, go sub to Eben, because he is very close to getting to, I believe, 2,000 subscribers. So, you know, he wants to try to. I mean, I don't know if it'll happen by the time he, you know, his time turns to New Year's, but like definitely, if possible, you know, go sub. I want to see if we can do that just for him, because he's a good guy and I like him. So just one person would be enough. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Anyone, just if you want, just go sub to Even, and then put it this way: if for whatever reason you still wanted to unsub, just wait until he naturally gets it, like, you know, and has a decent follow. Then he can, like, you know, do it then. Just so that he can at least say he's done it by this year. Because that would just be, like, a cool thing to say. Now, like, I definitely can't, like, I can't reach 1,500, probably. I'm at, like, I'd need, like, 60 before the end of the day. I doubt I would be able to do that. I will do anything to please Nick. Thank you, Andy. But yeah, he even has some cool stuff out there, and he's a cool guy. So check out his channel. Go sub. Unsub when he gets his silver play button. All right, we're gonna add a couple of little bushes to the habitat, and then I think we're good there. I think that should be fine for now. So now what I want to do is I want to know what I'm going to use? I haven't used these in a bit. I'm going to use the African logs. These. The African branches, sorry. I haven't used these in a hot minute, but let's just kind of make a wall of branches along the sides of here. God, my game is so ugly looking with the low-res stuff. You're the best, dude. Love your work. I love your work, dude. We're cool. Honestly, let me know if you actually want to, like, be a co-host and stuff on my channel at any point for, like, any of these, like, series that I do. Because, like, yeah, you're a cool guy. I haven't talked to you personally, but yeah, I mean, I know you through, like, Drew and Estan and stuff. And I've obviously seen your work on Bro Nation, so. And I like your work personally on your channel, so. What do we got? So, a lot of branches I have to place. This is fun. A lot of fun we're gonna have. Nick, don't hey JW on Epic because you can't mod. Well, I think you're probably gonna say don't play it. I mean, I don't know if I would even mod JWE to begin with, just because the JWE modding community is so massive to begin with. Yeah, actually, I think I've changed my mind. Instead of the African wood, I'm literally just going to use climbing frames. And I'm not even worried about the pigs escaping, unless pigs can somehow climb now. Which, you know, knowing Frontier, you know, the penguins can fly, and the seals can escape their habitats, and tigers can have their dingoes can have their faces melt off, so who knows, but I'd sure be up for that. It'd be cool to talk to another modder. Yeah, exactly. Like, I was saying that we just need more modders in the community, because right now it's basically me, you, Havoc sometimes updates his mods. That's really it. Like, you know, because unfortunately the people like Pure Winter and stuff, who, like, you know, I was really good friends with and stuff, she's kind of left the community just because, you know, I think the modding updates and stuff kind of deterred her from continuing modding, and I totally understand that, but I don't know. I feel like we're close. We're close to a, like, modding revolution. I just really hope Jesse can do it by the end of his winter break, or else we are going to be waiting probably until summer for that. But I feel confident. I feel confident something can come around. All hail King Nick. Let's all simp for Nick. Oh, what the hell? This could be an issue. You know what? I'm just gonna cover this up with rocks, and we're gonna pretend like this hole doesn't exist. Once the Theme Maker's Toolkit comes out for Planet Zoo, I'd happily get back into modding for smaller items and stuff. Yeah, exactly. I totally understand that. Because it's just... Well, and especially, like, you guys have to understand, too, like, where I come from, where, like, I have a lot of mods. And, like, so the majority of people will in the community who are modders are just kind of like, oh, I just have to update my one mod, and, you know, it's a pain, but I'll do it, you know, it's one mod. For me, it's literally like, hi, which of these 65 mods do you want me to update? And then, like, I start working on new mods and stuff. That's why, like, at this point, I basically consider my Planet Zoo mods timed exclusives. You want the, you know, whatever, the Babirusa, when that comes out, that's going to be a timed exclusive, because am I going to update it again come 1.5? Probably not. Who knows? I mean, maybe we'll even get, like, an official Babirusa by then. But, like, yeah, it's just, you'd go insane trying to update these things manually all the time. And so I totally understand why modders get deterred from continuing. I tried mod making in Planet Zoo. It's not easy. It's I like to think that they made it somewhat easy. Like Hendrix and Jesse, they made it pretty easy to mod. Far easier than it probably should, to be honest. Just because it's so easy to just kind of like, you know, go in, at least texture mods and stuff. So as an example, like what Eben did with the boxless mod thing, or boxless shops. That's a relatively easy mod that most people could probably make. Andy, thank you. Thank you for the what do they call them? Super. Thank you for the supers. I appreciate them. What do we got? So, however, I'm going to do a mod for the talk point this weekend. That's big poll. Yeah, that big poll does need to go. Yeah, like, I think there's a lot. It was another thing. I need to work on the mod for that a lot of people have been talking about, and that is the diving specifications, where it's like, oh, you need 4 meters to dive. I'm going to change that to, like, you can dive with, like, 1 meter. Because it's ridiculous. Like, my otter habitat over next to me or whatever, like, the fact that they can't dive in that water, like, is ridiculous, because it's not really that bad. Or, especially, like, speaking of Drew, he was the one that designed the African penguin habitat for my aquatic park. Well, he didn't design it for my aquatic park, but I'm using his African penguin to showcase, or habitat to showcase the African penguins. And, like, it says that his thing isn't deep enough either, and we're like, what the hell are you talking about? This is plenty deep. I play Zoo Tycoon with mods. Blender is good, but it's a bit messy. Yeah, see, that's definitely a thing, too, is, I've used, in my professional career, I use Maya for everything. I use Maya, and even to a lesser extent, I used 3ds Max in the past. Blender, I've used only for, before I knew how to use, like, ZBrush when I was younger. I used that for sculpting, but that was really it. And yeah, then when I was like, oh, in order to mod for Planet Zoo, you need to learn Blender. And that's why, for the most part, I use the sculpt tool in Blender and don't really do anything else like that, just because it's just... I'll usually still model stuff in Maya and then just import it into Blender, just because I'm just not any good with it. I want to be. I'd like to just be, like, really versatile and just kind of, like, master all the 3D art platforms and stuff, but yeah, like, again, professionally, I just use Maya for everything. So I am a professional with Maya, pretty decent with 3ds Max. I've been a little bit rusty because I haven't used it in a couple of years. But, you know, I had 3 years prior experience with 3ds Max prior to Maya. But yeah, Blender, I'm still kind of a newbie with. But I've definitely gotten a lot of practice in from Planet Zoo modding. Like, I can now weight vertices and stuff very well in Blender. Joseph, thank you for the super. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Appreciate the donation. What do we got? Also, I just see, even though I didn't see it officially, I just unofficially saw Eben tweet out that he, something. So I maybe you got your goal because of my stream. I hope so. I hope that's what happened. In which case, congratulations. I mean, Blender only got something that you call a UI in the latest. Oh yeah, exactly. Like when I first used when I first started like modding with Planet Zoo, I was using the original OG version of Blender, which had like terrible UI and stuff. And like, and again, coming from a platform like Maya and stuff, where like, you know, it's very user friendly and, you know, there's a ton of resources on it. It just sucks needing to do the, you know, how to do blank in, like, how to do insert Maya command in Blender, like for everything. Like, how do I, what was like an example? How to smoothen out the shader, like how to smooth or flatten the way light reflects off a model or something, or how to reduce the file size and stuff, because like Blender uses modifiers a lot like 3ds, and Maya just kind of has buttons for everything that are a lot more user friendly. So yeah, I'm still gonna, like, you know, if for whatever reason Jesse somehow can make a Maya patch for modding, that's definitely what I would use. Which is funny, because, like, that's actually what Frontier uses for their modeling. So, like, I am surprised about that, like, you know, we wouldn't be able to, like, decode it for Maya. But we'll see. Hopefully in the future. Simps for Nick. Yeah, so congratulations, even. I don't use mods, but when I saw them when you were doing the Watusi, I honestly kept them away from me. I mean, yeah, so when I did the Watusi and stuff, that was a lot more, that was the Wild West of modding. It's gotten a lot better since. Back then, like, you know, that would cause, the way that I had my Blender and stuff, I would have holes in my models and stuff. It was not a fun time. But, you know, it's gotten pretty good since, I like to think. So, at least to me, it's become a lot less daunting and stuff, and a lot more user-friendly. I need to make more tutorials, though, definitely. I haven't done that in a bit, and a lot of my tutorials currently are kind of outdated, based off of, you know, what are the current, you know, best practices for modding. Because as an example, like, I have, like, the first 5 tutorials on my modding series are all based around, you know, how to download pip and stuff, and the Blender plugin, which is separate from the normal thing, and all of that is redundant now, because now Jesse and Hendrix made it so that the master file just acts as the Blender plugin and the tool, and the modding, you know, or the material editor and everything all at once, your audio mixer. You can do all of that directly with the Cobra master file. So let's see. We're gonna try to add this wall. So this is for the barnyard. So I'll just replace these walls for now. I asked this a lot, enough to make people jump out of their skin. What DLC would you swap? What would you swap? Okay, define swap. Like, would I have changed the order of? Or like just totally get rid of? Because totally get rid of Arctic 100%. I don't really see any redeeming qualities with the Arctic DLC, other than the polar bear. And you got some cool rigs out of it. Like, you know, it's nice that we have a deer rig and a sheep rig and stuff. That's a nice perk. But I don't really like the set. I think the Arctic wood would have been fine as long as it was dyeable. And the ice blocks, while fine, now that we have the FlexiColor rocks, are kind of fill that niche. And I even feel like before then you were able to kind of fake it a little bit by using stuff like, what's it called? Primitive pieces and stuff. You probably could have made like fake looking ice and stuff. But yeah, I'm just not really the biggest fan of the Arctic DLC. And I think, as an example, you could have probably gotten rid of that entire DLC, put the polar bear in the aquatic pack, and people would have been fine with it. Like, if you made it so that the polar bear could dive from day one, people would have been more okay with that in the aquatic pack than they would in a dedicated Arctic pack. At least in my opinion. I think that would just be what I assume more people would have enjoyed. But it was nice, you know, getting some Arctic animals and stuff. Doll sheep's better than the polar bear. Yeah, I like the doll sheep. I definitely have liked it for modding potential. The doll sheep is honestly one of the most popular mod animals, just because you're able to do so much with it because it's a sheep. Because with it, there's been how many, like, off the top of my head, and I'm a pretty good encyclopedia of the mods available. Someone made the bighorn sheep. I made the Aoudad. Someone did the pygmy dwarf goat. Someone did the ibex. Someone worked on the... Am I missing any? I think that's pretty much... But, like, just right off the bat, that one animal, adding that to the game, added all of those, you know, animals. So, via modding. So, you know, as we improve on modding, you know, kind of expand on that even more, like how many more goat and sheep stuff we can have because of that. And then what's funny is technically the very first custom animal that I ever made was the mall sheep, which used the doll sheep as a base, so that also kind of works. So yeah, you know, if you like the, you know, doll sheep, I don't blame you at all. Okay. Even though I just made fun of the Arctic wood, I think I might use it right now. So I'm a hypocrite, is what I am. Because I doubt if I add railings like this, it's going to look really good. I changed mine to a bighorn sheep. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a very useful mod, and I will never bash that. It's good for modding purposes, and that's why I am sort of glad it was that, because that's how I view my modern day, like, animals in packs. Is I'll look at a pack like the Aquatic DLC and I'll be like, that was a great pack for me. And people would be like, why? It's just a bunch of lame animal. And I'm like, nope, it added a otter rig, a seal rig, and a penguin rig. That's a win, a triple win right there. As well as diving capabilities. That's a quintuple win. Versus if it was literally just something like, oh, it's a polar bear. Okay, we already had a bear rig. Like, as an example, the sun bear that we know is coming out. That I'm looking forward to because I like sun bears, but it's not, you know, like, oh my god, we're getting sun bears. Whoa, no way. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's another bear. Hopefully we get something like a Babirusa, just because it's like, okay, well, even though we have a pig rig, quote-unquote, with the Warthog, as you'll see when I eventually do update the Babirusa mod, it's not ideal. It just... That and the Red River Hog mod just kind of highlight that, like, you need a real pig to kind of work with, because Warthogs are just too different from any other pig. So... I'll do a workshop auction. I'll say items off the workshop. First one says it gets it. You get the workshop? Okay, let's see. I don't know if anyone else would put this much detail into a staircase in particular, but I definitely want to do this. They have little, like, caution yellow, like, signpost things on each of the stairs. Though I could probably do it every other, and it might look a little bit better. Yeah, I think breaking it up like that, it actually looks a little bit better. Though, let me see here. Because I think right now what I need to do is just do individual stairs first, and then do it. Yeah, if I do this, this looks better. Because it doesn't actually cover up like the whole staircase, it just covers the little lip. Except for the top one. What's your favorite animal in Planet Zoo? Weirdly enough, the Komodo dragon. I think it was the best animal they adapted. Like, and that's a weird thing to, because when you say what's your favorite animal in Planet Zoo, I mean, it's the same thing as like real life where it's like the African elephant is technically my favorite animal. But I think the best adaptation of an animal they ever did was actually the Komodo dragon. And so, yeah, I would probably say that. Because I think it just looks the best out of any animal that was translated. The cassowary is pretty good. Cassowary is definitely pretty good. But, like, that's a thing, is, like, they kind of, like, dropped the ball on a lot of the mammals in the game, but, like, they kind of made up for it with their reptiles and birds. Because, like, everyone was saying, I love the gray seal, or, like, you know, the gray seal's the best-looking animal. I'm like, I don't know about that. The gray seal looks kind of janky, but, you know, I like watching the seals, like, flip around and stuff, but I think the actual seal itself is a little bit janky looking. Nick puts a lot of effort into little things. I do. Like I said, probably more than most people. I will never say I'm as good at building and stuff as someone like Remnant or Zekin or something like that, but, like, I definitely am one of the most, you know, specific, or, like, you know, detail-oriented creators there is. Like, when it comes to recreating realistic stuff. And so I will meticulously, you know, even if it takes me a long, long time, place down warning labels on a staircase so that as you go down the staircase, there's nothing, but as you come up the staircase, there is warning. The gray seal is a weird choice. I definitely agree with that. Gray seals look goofy and, yeah, and not seal-like. It's a weird choice, and it doesn't line up with... Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with that. And I was worried about, like, because I was definitely on board with the, you know, the kind of conspiracy theory that we might be seeing the leopard seal, and it was just like an Antarctic pack. Totally was kind of buying that being potential. But then I thought about it, and then I was like, oh, cool, it's just the general aquatic pack. But then I saw gray seal, and I was like, the hell? You didn't choose harbor seal? What the hell? I would have even been fine if it was like a ribbon seal or a harp seal or something. It doesn't have to be a harbor seal per se, but just something that, like, at least, you know, looks like a seal. Like, gray seals just kind of look like a derpy looking weird long seal. Like, it is a seal. It doesn't look right. It looks a little weird. And that's kind of like my 2 cents on that. Was just, yeah, it was a weird pick. Why is this one a different length? Talk about meticulous detailing. I'm literally going to just move this slightly just because it wasn't poking out enough. And then when I'm done with all of this, I get to do it all again by scooching it over. I think at this point I could probably, yeah, I could just duplicate it basically. Sweet. Work smarter, not harder. And I'd say that looks pretty good. Okay. And now I split all of these. And then is this a high piece count? Perhaps, but it's worth it. Realism. Who's your favorite Planet Zoo YouTuber besides Nick? Drew and Aston. Who would be my favorite? I don't want to pick favorites when it comes to like my buddies, because you know I love Drew, I love Aston, I love Thrive. I like Rudy. Who else do I like? Savannah I love. Eben, like I said. Haribo has started uploading his stuff, and obviously Haribo's like fucking, you know, nuts. You want to talk about like someone who's actually fucking amazing and just has the craziest amount of potential? Him and Drac together, nuts. So like if you just want to see crazy fucking detailed builds and stuff, I don't know how often he's gonna upload. He's been doing a decent amount of uploads recently, but I'll have to see if he continues. But yeah, like geez, that they're crazy. The lady, yep, the lady. I mean, I do miss Sylv. I know Sylv doesn't really like Planet Zoo at all, and it kind of shows. But I do miss Sylv because I really liked his content. And, you know, if and when we get Planet Coaster 2, I hope he comes back. Like, if that, you know, is the thing that'll, you know, kind of make his head perk up and be like, oh, yeah. Because, yeah, it's been weird, like, not having him in the community and stuff, just because he was such a big part of it. He was basically the reason why people like Delady and Rudy even took off in the first place. Is without Sylv and the Koali series, like Koali wouldn't have existed in general. So you know, the people like Rudy and Mike and Delady and stuff that, you know, have kind of come into their own, you know, over the years now, would have been, you know, had nowhere if it wasn't for like Sylv like originally setting the super high quality bar when he did the original Koali, and when he did his own series for like what the hell, Volvara was like his steampunk series and stuff. That was crazy. And what was the Thai park he did? He did like a Thailand / Cambodian park, but that was really cool too. So yeah, let me see. Because I think we might be good with the Babirusa for now. So, time to work on the tawny habitat. The tawny / kookaburra. So, I'm going to, speaking of Drac, use some of his birds because I literally, you know, don't want to make the mods. The TLDR, I don't want to make mods for something like a kookaburra when there are perfectly acceptable, phenomenal assets available via the workshop. What time is it for you? Right now is 2:39 p.m. where I am on the east coast of the United States. Of these excuse me. These United States. Alright. So, let me see if this is the right pack with the kookaburra in it. I don't think it is. Drac made so many birds or whatever that, like, you know, they don't even fit in the same category as each other. So, let me see. Where are my other Drac? These are all ZZ's animals. ZZ is another great creator, but Unfortunately, I think Drac won in the bird making competition, because Drac is just on a whole new level. ZZ has the quantity of animals, but Drac is a madman. Like, I was seeing the stuff he was working on for the, what do they call it, the Twin Palm series that Remnant and stuff is working on, and he's working on like a whole slew of like sea world style animals like belugas and orcas and stuff, and yeah, they look really good. I was literally talking to him in my DMs, and I was like, "Oh my god, you're literally like, like these mods look just as good as, or these workshop items you've made look just as good as my official mod." Okay, is this the kookaburra over here? Yes. Okay. So we're just going to grab... I don't think he made a tawny. I think that... I might have to kind of kit bash together a bird. If anyone can let me know if Drac made a tawny, let me know. But I think I might have to kind of kit bash some other bird that resembles it. But the kookaburras... Oh, he made 2 of them, so that works. So let's grab these 2. And I'll just quickly go through these. But yeah, I don't know if he made a tawny frogmouth or not. So if you could, let me know. Delete those. What was the content of the context of the Cursed Planet Zoo screenshot? Essentially what it started out as is me just placing down a bunch of the blueprints I had. So I placed down originally my the T-Rex I had versus the mantis I made for that kaiju zoo that I was talking about earlier for Croco. And I made a tortoise using a new kind of technique I found. Where like you use like the East Asian bowls or something and they make this kind of cool rock texture. So I was gonna, like, you know, mess around with that a bit, and then it just happened to turn out that, like, the, what's it called? Or, yeah, so then I just kept placing more and more blueprints until I placed down a bunch of blueprints, a bunch of items, a bunch of stuff. It was just a bunch of craziness. Alright, what do we got? Let me look up a tawny frogmouth and see what I can do. They kind of look like owls. Like, they're not owls technically, but they look like owls. So yeah, if anyone wanted to see what a frogmouth looks like, this is a frogmouth. They're weird looking things. So we'll probably just try to recreate it real quick. Probably using... Who made a good owl? Fish and birds from the Amazon. I don't know if this was Drac, but these are also like really good birds. Based on the positioning, I believe this was Drac. What do I want to use? They're like eagle owls. Yeah, exactly. Let's use something like this as a base. So we're just gonna kind of get the coloring right first. Then I'm just gonna modify some colors and stuff. So we'll get the eyeball right. Where the hell is it? There you go. So they have kind of like a whitish underbelly with like little... Miss Queen! Oh my god! Thank you! Jeez. That's like, what, $40 now? Holy crap. I don't know what to say, honestly. Like, I'm not sure if that was still like your donation from earlier, if that's another donation, but I think it is another donation though. But Jesus Christ, yeah. So honestly, thank you. Oh, God. Yeah, honestly, the whole people that were like having the whole simp competition, I don't know. Miss Queen might be damn. That's a hell of a donation today. So holy crap. Thank you for that. So let's do this. I want to flatten out the head of the bird. I think what's crazy about this is like Drac always does like custom bird poses and stuff. So like no two birds are alike. Paying for my sins of 2020. Thank you so much though. I really do appreciate it. That's amazing. So let's see. So the frog mouth. I don't want it to look too much like a parrot, but I'm not really sure what to do here. I've only simped $10. Yeah, $40. Jeez. You could buy Planet Zoo with that amount, but instead you decided to pay me. I think that'll work. You know, I could always tamper with these things off camera as well. You know, make a slightly better bird or something later on. But for now, I think it works. So we can actually start on the habitat. Oh shit, I accidentally deleted the pathway there. Don't want to do that. And then, honestly, we're coming up, we only have like 15 more minutes anyway, so I can probably just finish up this habitat over here, and then we will be done with World of Adaptations officially. So here is the habitat we have to work with. So give me a second while I pull up the reference image. Here we go. Oh, shit. I just zoomed past it. It's right here, though. Oh, that's a seal. Here we go. Alright, so. What do I do? What do I do? Okay. So this is the habitat, so I'm going to pull that over here. And then we're going to do it. I had a point in time where I could buy 13 copies of Planet Zoo. Jeez. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of monies. Wanna know what I kind of wish? I wish that I could use the, what's that stuff called? The pathway for the, like, what's it called? For the ground of this habitat, I wanted to use this pathway, the tree bark path. But, like, obviously it's gonna turn it into a path, so it's not ideal. But, like, that would have been awesome if I could somehow glitch it or something. I just wish that all the paths had optional, like, building piece equivalents or something. If you know what I mean. Like, you know, something that I could just place down as a simple thing and not really, you know, anything crazy. But let's, I guess we'll use sand is fine. And then let me pull up my photo. Okay, so we have a couple of little trees in this habitat. So I guess I'll go to my go-to, which is birch, always, because birch are nice and thin trees. So yeah, I can place down one of those. They have a little one in the back over here. It's not a super sophisticated habitat, I'll admit. They have another one over here. Actually, come to think of it, they've actually removed this outdoor section. So before they used to have it so that the hornbill had an outdoor enclosure, but I guess they removed it based off my reference images as of earlier this year, so I can kind of demolish this mesh roofing. They just have a little thing off to the side. And then honestly, the remaining mesh can kind of stay there because it's literally, you know, you can't even see it. But I do need a little mesh over here. There's just like a little, I don't even know what you call this, connecting piece or something. It only goes up like halfway or so. And yes, so if I just do that, move this over, move that up, excellent, perfect. Now that is all correct. And there's a little log over here. What the hell is that? I think for some reason like a, okay, so there's something that just fell over on my desk. It was spooky. So I guess here's a technique. If you want a little log, all you do is take a big birch tree and just kind of tilt it really. You just tilt it a lot until it clips into the ground. There you go. Now you have a little log. What have you guys been saying in the chat? It is a lot for someone my age. You might want to hold control. You might be able to get in there, hide the edges with some mulch. Oh yeah, I could maybe do that. Something like that. That wouldn't have been a terrible idea either. Rope fencing. Where did I use rope fencing? Oh god. I'm trying to remember now. Somewhere in this park I used rope fencing. Aha! I know where. I remember where. I used it over right before the Feinstein Trail. Yes. And I made it modular so that I could just copy it for this exact reason. So that when I inevitably was going to need it again, I could just literally use it like so. So here's how you use the rope fencing. You place one, and then you copy it, and then you just sync up the fence post like so. And then you can just keep going. And it comes out looking good. Well, it's crooked, but that's fine, because fence posts don't need to be particularly straight, especially rope ones. Oh, well, they shouldn't be slanted, though. I'll say that. We have about 5 minutes left on the stream, so if anyone would like to ask me any final questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, or ideas, I'm stealing from Sacred Symbols. let me know now, or forever hold your peace until next year, literally. I love doing that every New Year's. You're able to just be like, until next year, even though it's like literally like next week. But yeah, let me know what you guys want me to do next Tuesday too, because I don't know if we'll have enough material to do like the next Roger Williams episode. But you know, we'll see. They use bigger logs over here, so that's why I'm placing these down. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous. There is a birdhouse, which I think I can steal from the hornbill and just recolor. Yeah, I made a little birdhouse over here. Oh, but it's not one piece. No matter, I will just copy everything manually. Oh, nah, it's actually probably easier just recreating it from scratch instead of manually doing everything. Alright, what did you guys say? Are you going to play Prehistoric Kingdom when it comes out? I will. I don't know if I want to pay for their initial packaging and stuff, because it was a little bit pricey for like just an alpha. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not super into dinosaurs, but I'm definitely into the building potential with that game. So I'm definitely interested in it, but I'll have to see, of course, just because, you know, because the other thing is I'm not sure how much my channel base is gonna want me to play it, because I know some people obviously are into dinosaurs and stuff, but I am kind of wanting to stick as a predominantly Planet Zoo channel. I don't want to be one of those people that keeps hopping from tycoon game to tycoon game, just kind of like picking up a fan base as I go, because I truly do enjoy Planet Zoo in particular. But we'll have to see, because I'll definitely check it out. Also, I won't be able to see you till April. Aw. I mean, like, you can try. You can, you know, somehow make something work, I'm sure. You can watch my videos in your off chance, like, you know. Unless, for whatever reason, you wouldn't have internet connection. But I definitely understand if you want to be able to make it to live streams because of school or something of that nature. But that's why I'm also like gonna try to play around with different stream schedules and stuff. Like if people, for the most part, want me to stream later in the afternoons and stuff, you know, I can always do that. Because the other thing is I also don't want to start competing with other streamers' time slots. So as an example, I know like Stan likes to stream kind of at night, and our viewership has a lot of overlap, so I didn't want to, like, you know, kind of overstep and be like, hey, by the way, I'm streaming the same time as Stan, or I'm streaming the same time as Drew. Though it's sort of bled in a little bit sometimes. But, you know, I try to avoid that the best I can, just so that, you know, when one streamer ends, you know, they can jump over to my stream or vice versa or something like that. So I'll have to see. I'll have to play around with time slots. But we should be good. So I think that might be it. So yeah, that was the Babirusa habitat. So thank you guys for watching my little stream today. So happy New Year to every one of you. I appreciate you all and your very generous donations. You know, in the, jeez, God, Miss Queen still with the fucking $40 donation, jeez. But yeah, so I want to thank all of my members. You know, Leaf, now a member, Mark, Andy, Lindsay, thank you all for becoming, you know, Lion Riders. Welcome to the Lion Rider family. And oh wait, sorry, one sec. I gotta ask, when you're planning on starting Face of the Rainforest, only was able to visit a few months ago, but it looked sick. Can't wait to see your take on it. Yeah, Face of the Rainforest, it's a cool building. Gonna be a challenge to build because it's very angular. Honestly, it's a building that like I feel like someone like Zekin would like do really well, because he likes his like angular stuff. But yeah, so yeah, but thank you for watching, everyone, and I will be streaming Tuesday. I don't know what. Andy again with the. Thank you for the last minute donation. I appreciate it. So yeah, I will see you guys on Tuesday, everyone. Thanks for watching.